Previously on Plotting Parsons.
Are we gonna kill the king? Is that something we're trying to do?
I go up to the king and I kill him with the knife.
I tell Delvin, we're here to get you out.
Leaving's a bad idea. They're gonna notice. Then I will get thrown in jail.
I'm part of the team that's breaking you out. We're trying to break out all the prisoners.
You see in this cell a female half-elf. Prison break?
Prison break!
You guys know how to sail?
Yes.
You guys seem well planned. Hello there, Dragonborn. My name's Gareth. 500 years ago, my best friend was a Dragonborn.
Wait, what are you saying about Dragonborn?
These parts ain't too kind no more.
We were hoping that maybe we'd be able to acquire a boat of some sort.
I got a boat.
Do you think you could give us a short course in how to sail?
You telling me you guys don't know how to sail?
No, I'm telling you, I don't know how to sail.
Oh, but the others do? That's good.
I yell, I can sail.
It seems like you got your captain there. He'll...
Oh, great. I didn't even know he had sail, so that's super.
You, strain your eyes and you're like, I see the river mouth.
Yeah, land ho, bro.
On the south side of the shore of this river, you see, huts peeking out from the trees. You think there's, there's a settlement.
Hey guys, there's a settlement.
Yeah, I see the settlement. Do we want to stop there? We're kind of out of food.
Loch, dude, you mind keeping watch while the rest of us catch some seas?
That looks like a good stopping point.
I don't know what this town is.
Actually,
Well,
I would like to go into all of the houses very quickly
wake up all of the people.
and ask them their names and professions.
Should we get rolling?
Yeah, is Isaiah actually here?
Yeah.
Word. Yeah, let's play.
Wow.
Only 20 minutes after our start time.
Honestly, I think that's the best we've ever done.
Probably.
I feel like we can just roll a D100 and that'll tell us how long it takes to start.
I wonder if I do it retroactively what we get. Alright, let's hope that's wrong, because I got 83.
That's for next time.
So guys, who wants to chat about what happened last time?
I went fishing. Oh, and I drove a man crazy. Forgot about that.
Yeah, you did.
Donkeys.
That was unpleasant. We did avoid a big storm
Like Peru?
with surprisingly little difficulty.
Yo, Theeva's having a bad day.
Yeah, I almost talked about my background, my feelings a couple times, but it didn't seem to be a priority for anyone else. So yeah, I didn't.
I remember that we realized, or I guess you guys realized that you never freed that other guy.
Yeah. We never did anything about Delvin.
He was straight up in jail.
So I'm gonna try to fix that
Is there
this
even a jail anymore?
Nobody knows.
It's late at night. We got ourselves landed at this little town right by the mouth of the river.
We also found out that the ship is literally powered by dragonflies.
Yeah, but we don't know how yet.
I mean, it's pretty obvious. You put the jar of dragonflies in the engine and then it goes.
Right. We don't know what kind of magical thing it does. It just said it I forget exactly what he said, but it was something like
Powered by dragonflies.
Yep.
is that what he actually said?
Verbatim.
Yep.
Excellent.
Is it going a little bit slower now that I destroyed one of the dragonflies?
I think those dragonflies aren't doing anything because they're literal dust.
Only one of them's literal dust now.
Well, they're
They're
all
made of
very
dust.
close to being literal dust.
We're all made of dust.
No, we aren't.
Oh.
Oh.
Whoops. Wow. Okay, my bad.
What a flub.
We're made of water.
There.
You're made of water? Are you a water elemental?
We're not made of fully water.
Guys, if I recall, you anchored in this harbor at nightfall.
Yeah, we were gonna go out and talk to the citizens, and they were like, "We're asleep," and we were like, "Fine." I believe Righteous Dan stayed up all night, so he has to sleep.
You stayed up all night?
I think he stayed up all night because June was like, I'm useful, and Righteous Dan was like, I don't believe that. And then she went to bed like 2 hours into like a 4-hour watch.
Oh, during the what?
Yeah. It was like everybody else, we were just going to let the boat head north for some reason without setting a watch. Theeva, do you want to go send that message? You have like animal messenger if you travel 100 miles, right?
Yeah, I was thinking about maybe sleeping first, though.
Nah, sleep is for wusses.
I will tell you, my plan, though, is to wake up tomorrow and venture out, so that way I can get as far as I can get.
I hear it's really a good idea to split the party as much as possible.
Yep. I'm really gonna make it super easy. And
So just so I'm prepared, Danny, you're planning on taking like a multi-day adventure by yourself?
no. I'm planning on using a few different spells to help me hopefully get as far as possible. How far are we away?
So I believe we're 200 or 250 miles south.
I think it was like 250 miles, yeah.
And like Animal Messenger goes 150, you said?
Animal Messenger, yeah, can get 150.
So you'd have to...
After 100 miles. It's going to be great.
Yeah, you have to pick your part, but
That's okay. I'm going to turn into I have to start picking my animal. I'm going to turn into an animal that's really great at fast, long distance running.
Before we do that, we should just make sure that there's not like a mailbox in the town first.
You would remember that the river goes closer to Denathan at a certain point because that is where you actually went into Denathan. Was you walked along the river?
Oh yes.
And then you
Alternatively, we can give the animal long strider so that it goes double the speed.
Oh, that would work.
Oh, we can totally get this done today.
I think Longstrider lasts like 1 hour.
So it has to be a fast animal.
I could give them haste.
Let me see my fastest animal I can turn into. Hold on. We're gonna figure this out.
Okay, if you got a sparrow, does anybody know the airspeed of like a European swallow?
I don't. I'm looking it up right now, though. 24 miles per hour.
Okay, cool. And do you think you could carry a 1 pound coconut?
Only the Monty Python people had Google.
Yeah, that sketch would have been over way faster. Where'd you get those coconuts? We found them. We found them. Yeah.
Yeah, we found them.
Exactly.
You can't just find coconuts in a temperate climate zone. Yeah, maybe a sparrow dropped them. A sparrow? How would a sparrow have carried a coconut? Could have gripped it by the husk. By the husk?
I think this is what our time is now.
Right. We making it towards 83 yet?
That's why I just look
It would likely take 10 to 15 European swallows to lift a single coconut.
I'm so
Oh no. I don't know if we have that many.
So is your plan to go to Denathan now or wait until the river gets closer to Denathan?
Well, I'm trying to figure out what my fastest animal is.
A cheetah?
I don't know if I can turn into a cheetah.
Turn into a cheetah?
Is this with wild shape?
Yeah.
You remember that the river sweeps up north in such a way that you could walk from the river to the drawbridge of Denathan within half a day.
I recall this and I decide maybe I should wait. But I don't know how am I going to know when I'm there, you know? Will I recognize it?
You'll see it. You'll see the big castle
Okay. So I'm just going
and the
to
whole
check.
city.
I'm going to check with some regularity for the castle.
I am sleeping tonight, unlike everyone else. But I have sleep
Cookie, you're
paralysis.
nocturnal. Why are you sleeping tonight? You literally became nocturnal last episode.
I have sleep paralysis, so I can hear and see everything going on around me, but I can't take part, even though I'm trying really hard. So I'm like trying to join in this conversation about getting back to Denathan, but I can't move.
Oh dear.
Is anyone else asleep, or is it just Cookie?
I'm gonna go to bed.
Okay. Is anyone taking watch, or is everyone sleeping?
Let's have. I think
Who
Loch.
is Loch?
I try to take watch, but I can't.
Watch.
Yeah, I think maybe Loch can take some of that watch.
Loch can do it for 4 hours unless you want him to be exhausted tomorrow.
I thought he already slept. Here's what I thought happened. After we encountered Joe something.
Jove?
Jove, right. After we encountered Jove, we headed north because it was the middle of the night. Rainbow was like, "Oh, the storm's gone, so we should take this opportunity." So so everybody went to bed, and we were like, "We can just send the boat north." And Righteous Dan was like, "Well, who's gonna set a watch?" And Rainbow was like, "We don't need a watch." And Righteous Dan was like, "I disagree." So and then June was like, "I can do it," and Righteous Dan was like, "I disagree." So then Righteous Dan and June set a watch. And then
when did Chili Peppers become June?
I don't know, but it happened. And so then Chili Peppers, 2 hours into the watch, is like, "You're right, I'm tired, I'm going to bed." And so she goes to bed, and he and Righteous Dan finished the watch. And when Loch came up, Loch was like, "Hey, I'm going to do a perception roll. Isn't that land?" And Righteous Dan was like, "Oh, yeah, wake everybody. We got to navigate into the river mouth." And then we all woke up and had this like ability check encounter where we had to navigate around the rocks. And Isaiah took the wheel and then froze up.
I throw up.
This sounds right to me.
Cooki saved the day. And then we landed and everybody had something of a rest except Righteous Dan, who hadn't slept.
So it's probably like 2 in the morning then. Maybe 3 in the morning, and everyone's gotten half their sleep except Dan, who's gotten 0, and Loch, who's gotten all of it.
Yep, that was my recollection.
Okay.
Got it. So why doesn't Loch do first half? I'll do second half.
Well, Loch can take the watch until about 7 in the morning, and then
that's funny.
everyone will be well rested by then.
Great.
Cool.
Someone give me highs or lows.
Highs.
I was gonna say highs too.
Okay. At like 6 in the morning, you guys hear yell. Everyone do a Constitution saving throw to see who wakes up and who does not.
I hear it anyways because I have sleep paralysis.
Well, have you been sleeping or are you just continuously?
I've been in sleep paralysis the entire time.
Well,
Alright, I got a 13.
You got a 13?
That means I don't wake up, right?
What did you get, Righteous Dan?
7.
What'd you get, Steve?
You got a 6.
Steve, Righteous Dan, Ted, and Rainbow wake up to a yell on top of the deck. What do you guys do?
Righteous Dan gets...
Wait, I woke up?
Yeah, you failed your Constitution saving throw. It means you were aroused from sleep.
Oh,
Perception.
that's good.
I got a 14 on perception. Do I understand? Like, is it a recognizable sound?
The yell sounded like Loch's voice.
Well, I run upstairs and summon my rapier and grab my shield on the way up. I'm like, "I'm coming, little dude!"
Okay, you get to the top of the stairs. Did anyone else run with Righteous Dan?
I'm going to investigate the sound. It sounds like Loch yelling.
You running with him?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys run up the stairs, and when you get to the top, you see 2 half elves with some daggers drawn, and one of them's got Loch by the scruff of his shirt.
Oh, man.
Oh no. They're jealous because they're only half elves and he's a full elf.
Are they threatening him, or is this like...
I mean, it seems pretty threatening.
You hear one of them say, "Hey, what do you think you can do? Just roll up here?"
Yes. Yeah. We wanted to stop in your village and use the post office.
They turn and look at you, Righteous Dan, and Steve, and they're like,
"You better help Loch."
Why did you emphasize my name? And Steve!
because they look more at you than they do at Righteous Dan. They say, "Are you guys harboring those kinds?"
He's a dragonborn.
That's the That's a dwarf if I've ever seen one.
Well, he thinks he's a dragonborn, but he really has sleep paralysis and is not a dragonborn.
This is bad. I don't. Here's what I want to know. Can we resolve this peacefully? This would be great. Look, we can roll right out of here. We were just stopping in. We're gonna buy some rope, send a message, but we're happy to just keep going, man. Get out of your hair right now. Just
Wait,
let us
Steve,
win.
did you just throw up?
What? What?
All I heard was. Blah, blah.
Wait, what? What are you talking about?
It was an interesting noise.
One of the half elves
Wait, what?
walked up closer to you two. He looks you both up and down, and he's like, "You tell me what you're doing here, and you tell me especially what that one's doing here."
Which one?
Points at Steve.
Okay. Well,
I'm selling the entire boat.
did you say you're?
With the
Oh,
milk.
yeah. He's the second most experienced sailor we have. We can't really move the boat without him. That's fact.
Oh, I thought you said selling the boat.
Selling?
Yeah.
We're just trying to get to Lake Halvern.
Lake Muso.
That's what I meant. Righteous Dan is really bad with names.
Why?
It's a popular trading port.
I always take pride and care in delivering food to the.
What is happening, Isaiah?
What? What's happening?
It's just
The
her
cat.
and the Casper.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I have to use my computer's microphones because I can't use my headset
I think
microphone.
what was more shocking was that Casper let out that like long meow and wasn't prepared for that.
What? He always does that.
Right, but I wasn't expecting to hear it.
So you're shipping goods and you're shipping dragons?
No, the dragons are shipping us, right? He's our sailor. He's helping us run the boat.
What goods you shipping?
Just knowledge. We've got a crafty wizard. He's paying passage for us to take him there, and we're hoping to pick up goods in the port and then bring them out here.
Why you think you can stop here?
Looked pretty safe. That was obviously incorrect. Look, can we Righteous Dan puts his scimitar down, his rapier down. He's like, can we just resolve this peacefully? Like nobody needs to get hurt.
It's like that. He does not say it.
They look at each other and they're like, I think you guys should come down to the tavern.
Oh, cool. You want to buy a drink? I'm into it.
No. We want you guys to get off your boat and come into town.
Well, here's what I'm confused about. Because one, you've still got my friend under threat. And two, how do I know that you're not going to try and take our boat?
They shrug and they're like, I don't know.
Well, why are you trying to get us to go into town? It's a little weird. You haven't really explained yourself at all. You kind of just wandered onto our house, threatened our friend, and then you're like, you have to come to the bar with us. I don't really want to do that.
You come into my home.
Look, I don't know if you've noticed, but we have a dragon here. It's a pretty even standoff at the moment.
You threatening us now.
You're literally threatening us now.
Or roll a deception check because you're lying about
Yep.
the whole story.
21.
Nice.
Oh, geez. Okay. They look at each other again. I think Ted at this point has come up the stairs, and Ted is just a huge man. And Rainbow, too, has come up, but Rainbow might as well not have. It doesn't impact anything. But they see Ted, and they look at each other, and they're like, how many of yous is there?
There's like 3 or 4 more of us.
They let Loch go, and they're like, all right, you're right.
All right, let's just.
I apologize for our actions, and
What was that?
we'd still like to chat about this, though. And then Steve again.
I also look at Steve.
And they kind of just stand there with their arms crossed, like, waiting.
Steve?
You have anything to say, Steve?
Oh, why do I need to say anything?
I mean, I guess you don't, but
Yes.
everyone's staring at you. Well, good.
They're still standing there with their arms crossed.
Oh, this is like a Mexican standoff.
Like
I'm
the
gonna-
worst Mexican.
I'm gonna start crossing my arms and looking at what's his name?
What's his name?
Dan.
I'm already looking at you, so now we're just looking at Righteous Dan slowly nods to Steve.
Ted looks at Loch.
I'm gonna start nodding faster.
Okay. Righteous Dan starts shaking his head really quickly.
I'm gonna keep nodding.
The two half-elves, they start backing away. You hear one of them talk to the other like, I think they're crazy. I think they're more dangerous than we suspected.
Righteous Dan turns back.
I'm gonna try and keep a straight face.
The voices of these half-elves sound like the hyenas in The Lion King.
Really? Oh, thank you.
If they were sick.
Dan turns back.
They head over to the edge of the ship and they start disembarking. And they look back at you guys and they're like, you guys should probably consider coming into town and chatting with us. Yeah.
Okay, that sounds cool. Righteous Dan picks up his rapier. He's like, all right, are you buying? And he starts heading over.
Okay. Are you
Let's
are you leaving your sleeping members of your crew?
Well, Righteous Dan is the first to go, so he figures somebody else will figure that out.
Yeah.
Right? There's there's people awake.
I've heard all this, and I've been trying to join you.
You told people about Cookie.
Cookie, do a Constitution check. Steve, do you go with Dan?
Sure.
I
Yeah.
got an 8.
You can wiggle your left foot.
Oh no!
Why his left foot?
Is that the one that's gone? I thought it was your right foot.
Yeah, no, that's right.
Okay.
No, it's
There-
left.
So he's wiggling his foot that isn't there.
I'd say Ted goes with you guys too, but Loch runs downstairs and wakes everyone else up and tells them what just happened.
There's also Rain, right? He was there.
Yeah, Rain doesn't head out either. So I'll get back to the people who just left the ship really quickly. But first, Loch runs downstairs and wakes up Theeva and Cookie. Cookie's foot is like wiggling madly. And it takes him a second to get the courage to wake you up because it's kind of scary. But he does eventually wake you up. And he wakes up Theeva and Spicy. And what do you guys want to do?
Well, has he told us what happened
Yeah,
yet?
he really quickly told you. He was like, guys, there are a bunch of half-elves that came onto the ship, and then they tried to get me, and then Righteous Dan came up and he said a bunch of stuff, and then Steve was there, and they nodded really fast at each other, and then they left, but then they kind of threateningly like they wanted us to come, and then they did, except for me.
And I'm like, what? Are you all right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Where did they go?
Oh, they were talking about some kind of tavern or something.
And maybe we can take a break a little bit there, Loch. Yeah.
Are you an auctioneer?
Why don't you sit down and just kind of that meditating you like to do?
He faints.
Oh. I'm gonna pick him up and put him on one of the hammocks.
Okay, you realize he's very light.
I'm like, yep, because we stole a child. Put him in a hammock.
Only there was a special phrase for that.
Yeah, only if there was like a term for when you take someone's child.
Remember when you guys were releasing criminals and Cookie was like, oh, he's a kidnapper of literal kids? Then no.
Yeah. You can't take kids. I'm gonna look over at Cookie and Who else is down there?
Spicy.
Spicy, and just be like, I'm gonna go see if we can try and find the others, I guess.
Oh, I wake up in a cold sweat, and I've been sweating all night because of everything that I saw happening but couldn't do anything about. There's just like this giant puddle underneath me.
So did
From
you
my
not
sweat.
actually sleep, Cookie?
No.
All right.
But it was very good.
You're gonna have a level of exhaustion.
What's the level?
It's level 1 exhaustion.
Okay.
I think there are like 4 levels, and then there's 6 levels. The 6th level is death. The first level is disadvantage on all ability checks.
Oh, that's not too bad.
What's the 5th level? What comes before death?
You can't. You can no longer move.
So pretty much what happened to Cookie last night. So it's actually an upgrade if you think about it. You went to the level of exhaustion.
All right, so yeah, what do you guys do?
I mean, I told them I'm gonna head out.
Cookie, what are you doing?
I'm just gonna follow everyone into town, I think.
Okay.
Okay, I'm just gonna check and be like, you down to stay with the ship? Loch's sleeping here. I don't want to leave him. I don't want to leave him by himself.
Also, that thing is the only thing of value we own.
Yeah.
I would like to put on a disguise. I would like to use my disguise kit to make a mustache.
A mustache?
My face? Yeah.
Okay. Do an intelligence roll.
Mustache.
Do an intelligence roll plus your proficiency bonus.
I'll do a disguise kit roll. That's what I have. And then do it again. Advantage.
I don't think you have advantage, just proficiency.
No, disadvantage.
Oh yeah, you do have
Exhausted.
You're right.
I got a 21.
Whoa.
Jeez. Alright, describe this mustache you made.
Very bushy. It covers up like my entire nose.
Okay.
That's how bushy it is. It's like a hair square.
It's like a caterpillar. Big bushy caterpillar on you.
Yeah, except it's square.
It's square? Not like a rectangle, it's a square?
Yeah. Like imagine like caterpillar length, but then the same exact height.
Would it cover your whole mouth?
No, it goes the other way.
It's
He has some real cheek beard going on.
Wow. Okay. You throw together this mustache real quick.
Wait, so you just have a furry square in the middle of your face?
It's protruding, I think, right? It's just like it's just a big square that goes out.
But it goes like from my lips to my eyes.
I am confused on what everyone is doing.
Wait, does it go up your face or does it go out from your face?
Both.
So it covers,
Mustache too.
does it cover your nose?
Yeah.
I've been talking to Spicy, and I turn around, and when I see Cookie, I literally scream. And so real looking.
Loch wakes up. He sees Cookie's face and he's like, "Oh no, I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. This is death."
Maybe I am too. What happened?
Okay, Rainbow and Spicy decide to stay with the ship. Rainbow's like, "Captain stays with his ship," and Spicy's like shaking her head, kind of embarrassed, but she's like, "Yeah, I'll stay with him."
Okay, I'm gonna head off the ship then and
Okay.
follow.
So
people into town.
Steve and Dan and Ted are ahead of you guys. You guys follow the half elves off the ship.
I need to start to a computer.
Okay, you guys follow them off the ship. They have like a few ropes attached to the ship. You notice a few chains too. Are like, it looks like they've like anchored the ship down a bit more. And one of the chains is attached to the long chain all the way onto one of the docks that are faring a little bit better. And they bring you onto a rowboat, and you row the rest of the way.
Did Loch just not hear them anchoring our ship down?
You didn't ask him what happened, so you don't know. But you can. But right now we're with the others.
I understand that. I just sounds like there was a lot of chains moving around for him to be taken by surprise by these two half-hours.
Fair enough.
Continue though.
You row onto shore, and what you see is a bunch of stone houses within these trees. Some of them look okay, but a lot of them are like, maybe part of the wall is crumbled. Some of the roofs have holes in them. A few of the houses are just collapsed entirely. They lead you past a few of these houses. The town looks pretty empty, but you see one or two people walking about, and they all like stop and stare at you as you pass them. And then you enter a tavern, and inside the tavern is a man at the bar. They usher you to a seat. There's a woman and a man sitting there, and then the man at the bar. And they all stop what they're doing, stop their conversations, and stare at you as you walk in.
I go, what are you looking at?
You're not in there yet. This is right to stand.
Oh, sorry. That's what I'm going to say. I'm just practicing.
Is there anyone who looks like they're in charge, or like? Just curious. Perception check, I guess.
The two men that brought you in, one of them goes to the bartender and whispers in his ear, and the other one goes to the woman and whispers in her ear. They're all half elves, by the way. They like nod. The bartender stops what he's doing. He's like washing glasses or something and walks over to the table. He doesn't sit down, but the rest of them are sitting, and they're like, "So, time to talk, guys."
Cool. Can I get like a coffee? You guys got coffee here?
The bartender laughs. He's like, "You give me something, I'll give you something. How about that?"
Do you guys have coffee?
Okay.
Did someone just fall?
The background noises of this call are.
Do you guys have coffee?
Maybe. Do you guys have a better story than what you told these guys?
They said they were buying, so we came to the tavern for drinks.
Did you say that?
Yeah, they said come to the tavern, and I said, "You guys buying?" And then I'm pretty sure they nodded, or maybe I nodded, but regardless, we showed up.
They both nodded at each other a lot. We didn't nod though. I swear. Not that we didn't nod.
I'm gonna start nodding at Oren.
Bridgeton starts nodding back at Steve.
I'm telling you, they were doing this crazy thing before.
Bridgeton starts nodding at them, and he's like, "So what's up? Why are you threatening our friends on our boat?
Why are you docking a boat with dragonborns in it? In our town?"
There were dragonborns in. The only one up there was Loch, who's an elf.
Yeah.
Why are you bringing elves here?
Why are you threatening elves here? It's usually pretty kosher to bring whoever, wherever. I didn't realize that there was just rampant racism in this town, or we would have kept sailing through.
They look at each other and they're like, "Careful with your word language there, little buddy."
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I didn't realize that you had a prejudice against certain types of races, or we would have kept traveling on forthwith.
I am not there, but I'm digging your attitude.
Well, listen up, buddy. The last time we saw dragonborns, they burned our city down.
Oh, what?
Well, that's bad. Why did they do that?
I think you'd know more than anyone else, huh?
Well, we don't know which dragonborn you're talking about. Was it Rhaegar the Terrible, the escaped convict? Because he burns towns down.
I don't even know who any of these dragonborns are. Why do you know more than me?
Rhaegar is a completely fictional person.
Oh. He just made it up. Definitely.
You don't know that.
You just said he's a completely fictional person.
Yeah, but I don't think he said it to you.
Theeva and Cooki, how are you going into town?
We were following them.
How? They hopped into a rowboat and they rowed away.
Oh.
Oh, we were swimming, right?
We swam. How far is it? How far of a swim is it?
I'd say it's like 2,000 feet.
Are there any other rowboats?
Oh, that's not too bad.
You guys had that rowboat that you brought to Craster's Hole, but I don't remember you guys trying to bring it onto the ship.
You know we throw Jove's rowboat at him.
You threw Jove's rowboat at him, yeah.
And with one paddle. With one paddle.
Oh, that's true. Didn't we keep the other paddle?
No, Steve threw it off the other side of the
Oh no.
ship.
Well, Theeva, you can like turn into an octopus or something, right?
Octopuses are not rowboats. They're octopi.
This ship did not have a rowboat on it, and you guys did have that rowboat that you rowed to Craster's Hole in, but you never mentioned bringing it with you. If you guys can make a compelling argument as to why you would have, I'll let you have it, but...
I never said I wanted it. I'm swimming.
I really want to be able to come up with a compelling argument, but we're just not that good.
Yeah, you guys don't have the rowboat, so I guess you guys are swimming. There's also a very long chain attaching the boat to a dock that you could climb on, but it would take you a bit.
Well, probably faster than swimming 2,000 feet.
I'm swimming 2,000 feet.
Okay, Cookie, do an athletics roll with disadvantage.
Oh, dear.
You might fall asleep.
He's gonna drown.
Do athletics
This
regular.
is how Cookie dies like every single episode.
At least it's not dark.
19.
Let's see here. Oh, I got a 17. I don't even have plus on it.
Oh,
Wow.
also he got a perfect 20.
Yeah, I've missed out on.
If he had an advantage, he would have gotten a 20.
You hadn't given yourself sleep paralysis.
Yeah, but I'm still doing just fine.
Cookie, you're able to, like, Theeva's watching you as she's climbing this chain, and she's obviously faster than you, but, like, you don't dip under the water. You seem to be chugging along fine. Theeva, it takes you...
I don't really think you're gonna swim as well with a peg leg.
Well, remember, I have the ring, so I'm back to normal, except I'm exhausted, so I'm back down to bed.
So you can't really swim that well with a peg leg. If this were more normal, then you would probably drown. Too bad he can't have double sweep.
Remember, I'm very good at swimming. Do you remember the scene when I swam with the sharks?
That's how you got your peg leg.
Theeva, it
And
takes
you
you,
did
like...
not swim with them. They tried to eat you.
Theeva, it takes you, like, 7 or 8 minutes to climb the length of this chain, and Cookie's about halfway. What do you do?
Oh, God. I'll wait for him.
All right, Cookie, roll another athletics roll.
Oh no. Hello? Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh,
Just
he got a 10 and another perfect 20.
Wow.
Wow.
That's 3 perfect 20s that I've missed out on.
With a 10, you make it about 3/4 of the way, and then you start bobbing under the water every now and then, and you're going a lot more slowly.
It is a half a mile.
Keeping an eye on him, just checking to make sure he's not actually going under. Trying to make sure that he's actually going to make it.
He goes under.
Oh. I jump into the water and swim after him.
Roll athletics.
I got a 24.
Oh, you got a perfect 20.
Yeah.
All right, you're able
Well,
to...
she has to roll again. She has to confirm it.
You can try. I don't know what I'll do if you confirm it. You don't. So you swim out to Cookie, and you're able to grab him and swim back. It takes you guys another like 10 minutes. Cookie, you're like coughing and shivering, but you're fine.
I just shake my head at him. I don't even say anything. I just put him down on the ground on land, and I just shake my head.
I would have made it.
Oh. I roll my eyes and start walking into town.
Both of you do a perception roll. You see the same thing I described to the others.
Whoa.
Oh, Theeva with the high rolls. She got a perfect 20 again.
Wow.
Cookie got them 2 times in a row too.
I've gotten 3 perfect 20s.
That means the second this game is gonna go real poor.
Alright, I got a 10.
Yeah, Cookie, you're like looking around, and you're just like noticing like how run down some of these houses look. Theeva, you see 2 things. The first thing you see is that you notice one of the houses has like a faded sign that says like Gunther's Tavern on it, and you remember that Loch mentioned that you were going to the tavern. Oh, Loch was with you guys.
Did Loch go with us, or did he rest?
I guess he didn't make it because I don't feel like going back. And
He went back to sleep after I woke him up.
yeah, I think Cookie's mustache scared him back into a fainted state.
He was just like, I must be dead.
So you notice too, Theeva, with your sharp dragonborn eyes, far in the distance, you see a faint outline of what you recognize to be the city of Denethon at the edge of your vision by the horizon. Let's bounce back. I assume you guys are going to enter the tavern. So let's bounce back to the others, and you'll join in eventually. So you just called them racists and prejudiced?
Yeah, I suggested that their town was maybe burned down by Gregor the Terrible.
Okay. They're like, not this town, Denethon.
Oh, it was Denethon burned down?
Yeah.
Wait, I was like just in Denethon. It wasn't burned down.
Hundreds of years ago it was.
Wait, let me get this straight. Hundreds of years ago, Denethon was burned, the capital city of the elves, was burned down by a dragonborn because there was a war between elves and dragonborn. And for that reason, here we stand, you upset about dragonborns. Is that where we're at?
Sounds pretty right.
And you guys were there because you have such long lifespans, and you guys were personally afflicted by this issue.
Yes!
No, more like our great-grandparents.
Oh, so as a child, your grandparents and your parents and your grandparents sat you down on their knee and they were like, hey, you should hate dragonborns because of that one time that during a war they attacked us.
We've been taught not to trust dragonborn.
From all the dragonborn that you guys hang out with, you know that it's like you probably shouldn't trust a dragonborn.
We also shouldn't trust elves. They look at each other and like, really, we shouldn't trust people that aren't us.
So then why would you ever want us to come to this tavern?
Because we're trying to figure out what you're trying to do here.
We could not be any clearer about we just want to pass through. You detained us.
Yeah, because you was peddling some weird stories and dragonborn.
But didn't they believe the story?
The two men believed the story enough to have it vetted by their higher ups.
Okay, so we have a ship. We are bringing passengers to a well-known port city where we're trying to pick up supplies that we can then go take to another city and sell. This super suspicious activity has you anchoring our ship and bringing us to your tavern so you can spout racist bullshit about dragonborn? Is that somewhere where we're at?
Hey, we haven't had someone anchor in a harbor in a while, and you guys show up in the middle of the
night. See why.
You guys just show up in the middle of the night and we're supposed to just trust you with a bunch of dragonborn and a weird story about shipping stuff, but you don't actually have anything but knowledge to bring?
Well, we have large card noises.
Well, my friend said.
What's a caw?
Those things that you're hearing right now, that you just heard. It's like...
At that moment, the doors open and in walks Theeva and Cooki. They like...
Hey, who are you guys?
Gunther throws up his arms and he's like, there's more?
I literally told you that there were like 3 or 4 more of us.
You didn't say there were more of those kinds.
You didn't ask, motherfucker.
I run up to him and I look straight up at him in his eyes and I say, what are you looking at?
They look down at you because they weren't looking at you at all. They were like,
this is our officer of communications. He will be taking it over from now on.
He is not our officer of communications. What are you talking about?
We was looking at the 2 dragonborns you seem to be harboring.
Nah, you're looking at me.
You're harboring them in our harbor. And he looks proud that he said that sentence.
I kind of look around and I'm like, what's going on here?
I
stomp on his foot.
Oh my god.
You stomp on Gunther's foot?
Yes.
No!
With both feet.
Do an attack roll with disadvantage. Actually, your attack rolls
Oh, my attack rolls are fine.
are fine. Do an attack roll.
Actually, I just used my peg leg. I forgot I don't have 2 feet.
Okay.
What kind of attack roll? Well, I guess D20 first.
Unarmed strike.
Strength.
Yeah.
I got a 6. Did it break
Okay.
his armor?
Luckily, you go to stomp on this guy's foot, and he like shuffles a little bit, and you completely miss, and he doesn't even notice.
Luckily. The unbiased telling of that impartial sequence of events.
I want to do a perception check. I want to see how many people there are in the bar.
Uh-huh.
And if this gets violent, like how many people we'd be fighting.
Yeah. I mean, you don't need
Did
to
you answer
do
my question?
you don't need to do a perception check for that because you can just see there are 4 people.
And there's like 5 of us.
Or actually, there are 5 people. Sorry, there are 5 half elves, and there are 5 of you. What is your question, Theeva?
I asked what was going on.
He said, "Yeah, that's what I want to know."
I want to quietly cast mage armor on myself.
Okay.
Why do you have all these mage spells?
Because I'm a wizard, Harry.
Does
Well,
anyone
that's why you can alter appearances.
does anyone in here have a beard?
Maybe.
And that's also why you can listen to
Gunther.
other languages.
Gunther has a pretty shaggy beard, and one of the other men has like some stubble.
Alright. I'm going to set it on fire.
What?
How do you do that? With your fire starter?
Yeah, of course.
So you take out like a flint and steel and like ask the
Well,
tall.
no, the fire starter is all one. The fire starter is all together. It's like a machine with flint and steel in it.
Yeah, you take out your flint and steel machine and you ask the half elf man to bend over so you can reach his beard.
No, I take a chair, I push it up to Gunther, and then I step on it. I look him in the eyes. I reach into my pockets.
I'm
and
gonna start.
hold out the
see-
fire
I'm gonna
starter
see
to his
Cookie.
beard
I'm
and go.
gonna see Cookie. I'm gonna see Cookie reaching into his pockets and taking out a fire starter, and I'm gonna say, "Oh no, you don't!" And I'm gonna try and lift him onto the ground and move the chair. Actually, I'm just gonna move the chair. I'm just gonna move the
With
chair.
him on it?
Yes,
So Cookie climbs up onto this chair and Steve grabs the chair.
yes.
Okay. I think Cookie, you're thwarted. I don't unless you do something to.
I set the chair on fire. It's on fire. I set it on fire.
This is how you die.
Great. Weren't they just talking about how they were all mad about the Jonathan being burned down and you're like lighting his bar on fire? I think this is
Eva, a little help here?
You're trying to set this on fire. Highs or lows, Cookie?
Highs.
You set it on fire. Roll initiative.
Initiative! Seriously,
And on your
Cookie?
turn.
I need to. Theeva, why didn't you let him drown?
Woo!
Eva, this is your fault.
Yeah, it always is somehow.
I got a 14.
I have to remember how this character fights.
On my turn, instead of attacking, am I able to try to diffuse the situation?
You can do whatever you want on your turn.
Cool.
You can talk, but at some point I'll be like, you can't say that anymore. It's been 6 seconds. That's free. You can try to, if you want to do a skill check, like a persuasion roll or something, that'll be your action.
Got it. Okay. Because I really don't want to kill these random people.
I got a 13.
Well, we don't have to kill them.
What's the other?
Or alternatively, we could kill them and we could start running a tavern.
This is where our story ends.
Or begins.
Or begins, yeah.
It's not a bad idea. We could start a tavern business in every town, like they have the Uncles of the Red Eye.
Oh man, we're basically like a chain corporation, right?
Yeah,
we go around
be called-
eating the mom and pop taverns.
We could be called Peg Leg Tavern.
I'm
Well,
in.
we seriously can't have this tavern if
Why not?
we burn it down.
It's made of stone.
Can everyone remind me what they got?
I got a 13.
Okay.
14.
I think I had a 10.
I got a 16.
which is unfortunate because it sounds like I'm last and I'm going to be trying to talk people out of fighting.
You are last. First up is Ted.
What did Ted get?
Ted got an 18.
Oh.
For Ted's turn, he's going to flip the table.
God, you guys are going to make this really hard for me to argue anything, aren't you?
Why is he flipping the table? What is the point of that?
He flips the table up on its side and grabs Cookie behind it. And he like looks at you, Cookie, and he's like, "You're not dying today."
I feel like Ted's voice has changed. Now he sounds like another person.
No, I'm always sounding like this.
Oh, well now it hasn't.
Yeah, there was a hint of a rasp, I think.
Okay.
There was a hint of every single other character besides Ted that you do.
Woo! Zay!
Wow. And he takes out his shield, and he is done with his turn. Now it's the half-elf's turn.
Wait, where does he keep his shield?
On his back, like Link from Legend of Zelda.
Oh, so a shield is a little backpack.
It goes over his backpack. It's the half-elf's turn. Theeva and Dan are not behind the table yet, and Gunther is standing. One of the other half-elves are still standing, one of the ones that you saw on the ship, and the three others are sitting, or were sitting at the table. When Ted flipped the table, one of them fell on the ground, and the other two are fine. Gunther takes out a club, and he's like, "Yeah, we should have known not to trust you guys, huh?" And he swings it at Steve.
What do I do?
Nothing. He critically failed.
Oh. Now he needs to roll.
Yeah, he confirmed it.
Oh no, now does he just die?
They're all just gonna kill themselves. That's the plan.
Yeah, he spontaneously combusts. And now he swings his club at you, Steve, but you're able to step nimbly out of the way. He swung it with such velocity that it swings around and hits another half-elf that's standing beside him, one of the guys that you saw on the ship, and that guy falls to the ground unconscious.
Oh boy.
Whoa.
Next up are the other three half-elves. One of the women takes out a knife and throws it at Righteous Dan. It whizzes by your ear and plunks into the wall across the bar. And the other woman also takes out a knife and throws it
Nice miss.
at Theeva.
Which is unfortunate because at some point they're going to hit. They've missed the other two.
What's your AC?
My AC is 8.
Yeah. Only 8?
Yeah.
What?
He's wrong. I think natural is 10.
That never grew, right? That doesn't go up at any point.
You definitely have better than an 8.
That was my original, but it's never told me to add anything.
Whoa! It's whatever your dex modifier is plus your armor.
It is?
And it starts at 10. It's.
Oh no, my dexterity is -2.
It
So I
should.
have an 8.
You should just wear a different armor that doesn't depend on dex. You can wear heavy armor, and then it just sets your dex. It sets your AC at 16.
Can she wear heavy armor as a druid?
No, I can only wear.
Oh boy.
You should really just become a bear.
I have leather armor because I can't wear certain types of armor. If you're
So
right.
leather armor would be dex +1. So that would be at least 9.
Mine is still so low.
Right. I don't even know if a negative dexterity modifier counts in this. You could definitely get a shield and get proficiency with heavy armor.
I have a shield.
You do? That's +2.
Yeah, I do. I have a wooden shield.
It's +1 or +2 depending on what type of shield it is.
I mean, I'm going to tell you,
Well, regardless of all of these possible numbers, it sounds like you're between 9 and 11. This hits you because it was a 16.
This dagger hits me.
Yeah.
You guys stink. Just so you'll all know, you stink. Everyone's fine. I'm getting hit with daggers, and
Yo, we're not the racist half-elves.
you didn't need to start a fight over there, Cookie.
I'm kind of thinking we did.
I did not do anything.
I legitimately want to take
I-
over this tavern. I want
I
to
was
do.
I was literally just nodding. All I did was
Our
nod.
before is missing.
I want to start a tavern chain. I think we can.
Literally, all I did was nod, and now we're in a fight.
Theeva, this knife like slides through like past your bicep and like takes a nick off of you, and you take 4 damage.
Ah, what
And
am I doing? Why did I fall off Theeva?
what?
It takes a nick off of you.
Oh gosh, I'm dead.
Way faster than the rest of us.
You it is now the last half elf's turn. He takes out a club as well and tries to strike at Steve. Steve, what's your armor class?
My armor class? What's my armor class? My armor class? It's 11.
He gets you. This is gonna be 8 damage. He wallops you across the face, I think.
Oh God.
And you got some thick dragon skin, and it keeps you from like getting knocked out and concussed, but it hurt pretty bad.
I only have 19 health left.
Up next is Dan.
Dan's like, oh, you don't be attacking my friends. And he goes to the one that went after Steve, and he's gonna use his rapier. It's a 17 versus AC.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. And he's within 5 feet of Steve, right?
Certainly.
Great. So I'm gonna use my sneak attack as well, which I can do so long as he's within 5 feet. So 1d8 is 7.
Okay.
Plus 3 is 10, and then the sneak attacks are 2d6. So far I'm at 10. 10 plus 11 makes 21.
Whoa. Did you just kill him?
He's not dead, but you attack him with your rapier. What does a sneak attack look like?
Oh, first I take a slash out of him, and then when it looks like I'm turning around, I come in low and go for the ankles, and I get 1 on each leg, right?
Okay.
With like some fancy sword maneuvers. And I'm like, you like that? You like hitting dragonborns, huh?
He like falls on one knee. He's like pretty in pain. Do you do anything else, Dan?
I think the sneak attack took my bonus action. It seems no, once per turn. It's an other. It's not a. Oh, so I can do something. And then I'm gonna use my master of tactics that says you can use help action as a bonus action. Additionally, when you use help action to aid an ally in attacking a creature, the target of that attack can be within 30 feet of you rather than within 5 feet of you if the target can see or hear you. So I start shouting at the other. I'm like looking for the one that I think Theeva's gonna attack, because I think Theeva's gonna attack.
Why would you think Theeva's gonna attack?
Because I just assume we're kind of attacking. That's kind of where.
What is my plan to attack? I will tell you. I was going to try to talk us out of the situation, but you did almost kill someone. I have a feeling that whatever I have to say is going to be completely ineffective.
Can I ask you a question?
Who?
Is the chair still on fire?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so those people are just attacking us, and you're not trying to put out the chair.
I'm about to put out the chair.
To be fair, it's been like 6 seconds.
It has not been 6 seconds.
Each round of combat is 6 seconds.
Oh, each round. I thought it was each turn.
It's like kind of simultaneous, but initiative kind of determines like what. It's 6 seconds per round.
Got it.
Rageous Dan is gonna start shouting like, "Yo, you see what I can do to your friends? You see what I can do? This is what happens. Waylay random travelers and start doing like I'm trying to like distract him and get his attention.
Why is that little dwarf so strong?
Because he's a dragonborn. Maybe.
I'm a dragonborn. You like this? You like this?
I thought you didn't like telling people that you were a dragonborn.
I think that dwarf's on steroids.
That's my turn. So Theeva should have. If I picked the right person that she's attacking,
Which one did you pick?
On her next attack.
Which one did you pick? Because there is the man that you just hit, the unconscious man,
The
Gunther,
one who threw the knife at her
Yeah.
and then
who was
there's
that
2
person?
women who threw knives.
Oh, cool.
and
Then
took.
it's going back, you're right.
Next up is Cookie.
Yes. Okay. So first thing is I talk to Ted and I say, "Hey Ted, I need you to yell as loud as you can for a few seconds.
Does it have
A
to
war
be-
yell.
Can I just yell anything?
Yeah. Well, just yell. And while he's yelling, I'm going
It is good.
while he's yelling, I cast Magic Mouth, and I cast it on Gunther. And there's a trigger condition that anytime one of the opponents gets hurt, Gunther has to say this message. And he's going to say, "Let's get out of here. This is too much." I have to say it out loud, so I utter it out loud while Ted is yelling. Hear it. So now, anytime someone gets hurt, a magic mouth appears over Gunther's mouth that yells, "Let's get out of here," at the same volume as I yelled it.
Well, like a mouth shows up over his mouth, right?
A mouse? What?
So the magic mouth appears there so that words appear to come from Gunther's mouth.
Oh my god.
This is amazing.
I thought Magic Mouth made a mouth.
That's just what it says. It does make a mouth. A magical mouth appears on him. But
Such
it
that it
appears
appears
there
that it's
so that
coming
words
from-
appear to come from.
Right, so if you put it over his mouth, it should appear that it's coming from his mouth. That makes sense.
Oh, I see. Okay. All right. So, do you have to see the target?
It has to be. Let's see. Yeah. I think so. It just says within range.
All right. Yeah. Sounds good. That's what you do.
Yep.
Love it. Take inspiration. That was fun.
Nice.
Jeez. Cookie always gets inspiration, but he's also the one who's about to kill us.
Is Steve.
Oh, finally. Okay.
I'm gonna yell to Steve. You got this, Steve.
You got
So
this.
He
I
gets
am going.
perfect inspiration.
Okay. So I have to use bardic inspiration.
No.
You can choose
Whatever
when you want to use it.
Oh.
After you've already rolled.
Have we had a long rest?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Then I should drop my levitate. So what I'm going to do is I am going to use my shocking grasp on the person that first attacked us.
Gunther, you mean the one who swang the club and then hit his own person?
Swing.
Wang, yeah.
Yeah, that gun.
Swung. All right. So roll an attack roll and add your spell casting modifier.
Let's see, attack roll. I'm going to use my bardic inspiration. Okay, I got a 23.
Yeah, how do you grab him?
I grab him by the nose.
Okay, you pinch his nose and deliver a nice shock through his skull. What's the damage?
What's the damage? Let me see. Is he wearing armor made of metal?
He's not.
Okay. Okay, let's see. A D8. A 2. 2 damage.
Okay. You see him go "Brrr," and he's like, ow.
Wait, was this Gunther?
Yeah.
Well, he also yells, "Let's get out of here. This is too much."
Does it come out in your voice or his voice?
I don't know. I guess it's mine.
All right.
It just says the same. Oh yeah, in my voice and at the same volume.
Do your best to do what you were trying to do. Say it as if you were trying to make it sound like Gunther.
Let's get out of here. This is too much.
What was that? Guys, that clearly wasn't me. That wasn't even the right accent.
Oh yes, they're pleading. Yes.
Raises hand goes, sounds like Gunther to me.
I think that was Gunther. I say in a different voice.
Yeah, guys, I think it was Gunther. Totally Gunther.
The first woman looks like she's making her way out. The second woman does not, and the other guy also looks like he's leaving. It was.
That was so good, though.
That should not have worked, but they both rolled really low. It's like a 4. Anything else, Steve?
I'm going to
Guys, we definitely got to steal their rowboat.
I,
Yeah.
I'm going to do a perception check around the room and on the chair.
Steve,
Actually, I'm gonna try and make an illusion so that the chair explodes.
Steve, you already did your action this turn, so you can move or do like a bonus action. But I don't think either of those is a bonus action.
Okay. I'm gonna move.
All right, where are you headed?
Actually, no. I'm gonna say, "Yay! They're leaving. Thanks, Gunther."
Nice. Gunther's like,
Dummy.
don't stop it! Don't go! And now it's Theeva's turn.
Okay. So as I said, it seems that talking us out of the situation is useless. So
I mean, Cookie seemed to do a very good job on talking out of the situation.
That's an action unless it otherwise says for your character that cantrips are bonus actions.
I want to put this fire out. How long is my, not advantage, but whatever it is or
Advantage. I give you advantage.
It is advantage? How long does that last? Is it just this turn?
Yeah.
I don't know how health works, but yeah.
I think just this turn.
Okay, well then I am just going to attack this turn.
What are you gonna do?
I'm going to draw my great sword. I know everyone's shocked by that.
I'm not shocked.
I know.
Who is shocked? Gunther.
Yay!
19.
Yeah, so you pounce over this flaming chair and swing your greatsword at this woman who didn't see you through the flames, and you hit her good.
Cool.
What's that damage?
Yes.
So it should just be
Gunther yells, "Let's get out of here. This is too much."
7.
In the exact same intonation as before.
Yeah.
So the first woman still is convinced, and the other man's reconsidering it.
Oh no.
He's like, "Oh, that's weird. It sounded exactly the same the second time."
Yeah, Gunther! Yeah, everyone, get out of here! We're too strong!
Before it flies up to the top of the order again, the door bursts open.
Oh dear.
And standing there is a half-elf woman. And you all but Dan recognize her because she's the woman you let out of the Denathan prison.
Wow.
And she says, "Hey, what's going on?" And everyone, all the half-elves stop what they're doing and look at her, except the unconscious one. He's still unconscious. One of the women is like, "Kira?" And Gunther's like, "Is that really you?"
Are we in an awkward family reunion situation right now? Like, what's happening?
And she's like, "Yeah, it's really me. Also, what the heck is going on?"
Rick just stands like, "Ah!"
And she looks at you guys and she's like, "Wait." And she looks at you specifically, Cookie. And she's like, "You look a lot like this guy that let me out of jail, but he didn't have a giant..." Are you brothers?
That's right. You're talking about Cookie?
Yeah. And then she looks
That's
at Steve.
Cookie.
And she looks at Steve and she's like, "Wait a minute. You were in the dungeon too."
Are you talking about Cookie?
Well, now I'm talking specifically about you.
Oh, so you aren't talking about Cookie.
You let me escape.
I thought
That's
Cookie
right.
did that.
We're just trying to start a business here.
Gunther's like, you know these guys? Yeah, they're cool. And he's like, "Well, they set our stuff on fire and then attacked us."
No. Who attacked us? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, Rick just stands
And
like,
then we started attacking you.
"That's not what happened, and you know it."
Came onto our boat, attacked our friend.
Right. You guys jumped us in the middle of the night, threatened our friend, and then attacked us first.
Is this true, guys? One of the other guys was like, well, they were harboring Dragonborn and they showed up in the middle of the night. And she like shakes her head and she's like, no, these guys are cool. And they all look at each other all uncomfortable and they're like, you sure? And she's like, yeah, I'm pretty upset about this place being trashed.
Are we out of initiative?
I'd say you guys are out of initiative unless someone attacks someone else.
No. I'm going to put out
Yeah. Takes his way, throws it at Kira. No, she's...
I use my druidcraft to put out the fire.
Okay, you do that right before it starts spreading to another chair.
Another chair. So
It was like getting ready to leap. You
Yeah,
know?
it's like
Behind quarters and
it had a look in its eyes like it was gonna
can't trust.
make the leap. Kira asked Ted to help her put the table back in its spot. They throw the burnt chair out the door, so now there are fewer chairs than people. But
It must be a real small tavern if they only had 5 chairs.
well, there are 11 of you.
Oh, I understand.
There were probably like there probably weren't exactly 11 chairs, but Gunther sits because he's very injured.
All right, I say, I'm sorry for what I caused. I'm gonna leave, and I leave and wipe off my disguise, and then come back in.
What just happened?
Oh, hey guys, I'm Cookie. What's up?
Cookie, we all know that you were once Cookie 12 seconds ago.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that you were just wearing a weird mustache now.
No.
Rachel was like, wait, this guy looks totally different.
Oh, are you talking about my brother, Cake? I just saw him pass me on the way out. Did he come in trouble again?
Wait, are you telling me that Cake started this fire? Are you telling... Okay, I'm gonna start telling Cookie the entire story of what happened.
I look at him and pretend like I don't know what he's talking about.
Cookie, roll deception.
You got a 12.
They all know you were the mustached man. You had to get pretty high to get that one.
Rachel Dan is like, okay, so are we all chill now? Can we figure out what's going on and are we
Can we not die?
Are we immortal? Did we get immortal? Can we not die?
Kira sits you all down and she's like, yeah, let's have a chat. And she tells you all about her experiences in Denethor and why she was there. She says, listen, when our great grandparents were alive, they were all worked in Denethor. See, the elves in Denethor and the humans that would come on ships from Keller's Point on the trade route, I guess some of them fraternized together, and that's how we were born. But we never really fit into Denethor. The elves kind of looked down on us, and we were a little bit stronger than them, so we always did the hard labor. And every building in Denethor that wasn't burnt down was built by us. We may have made the walls, but we made the city.
Ooh, snaps. That was a statement. Yeah, I snapped.
But,
Theeva, why are you snapping?
King Denethor II came around and he decided that the city could only have elves. And we were banished to this town here that you're in now. We called it the Bay of Shadows, because if you look, you can see on a clear day Denethor kind of looming over us in the distance.
Oh yeah, I saw that earlier.
Oh.
We were never welcome back. People sometimes tried and they were either re-banished or worse, thrown in jail. And some of us, would try and hop on ships and head over to Keller's Point and try and find our, the other side of our families. And we never saw those people again either. But, the rest of us, we stayed here and we made this a pretty good place. A lot of people would come between our city and our town and Denethor and Keller's
At
Point.
what times?
Well, there used to be a branch of the river that flowed south, and it connected to the capital city, the Dragonborn capital. But the War of Flames was hard, and there was a lot of fire. And legend has it that that's what caused that river to dry up. Once that river dried up, and the city of Denethon was burned, no one came by here very much anymore. And it's been hard for us. And, we deserve to live in Denethon. Not all those humans. They didn't do anything. They didn't build that city. So I went with some people to try and take it back. And I failed.
Oh, well, did you know that we murdered the king on the same day that we let you go?
Oh, dear.
Did anyone tell you that?
I called it regicide, brah.
I'm pretty sure that you did say that when she was around.
Oh, well.
No, I thought we
Right.
said
Oh,
we're
you said
gonna
you
kill
were
the king.
going to. Yeah.
Yeah,
She's
well,
like,
we did it.
you guys
We
did
took the
it?
city back.
That explains why everything was crazy there. There was a lot of people in the streets fighting each other, and I was gonna try and stay there and continue my mission, but it was too crazy. I ran away.
Oh, we're sorry to hear that.
Yeah. Do you know who seems to be in power at this point?
Oh, I don't know. I saw the flag change. I
Oh,
said,
it's Shakira.
did you guys see the Shakira?
That's her name, right? Shakira?
Yeah, I mean, she's not lying. Her hips do not lie. Yeah, and you guys see the walls come down?
Yeah.
She looks at everyone else and she's like, everyone's mad at the Dragonborn because they burned down our city. Everyone's mad at the elves because they kicked us out. But we need all the friends we can get. We can take back the city now.
Regis Dan stands up. He's like, yeah! And his chair falls over because he stood up so excitedly.
She's like, does that mean you're in?
Regis Dan's like, yeah! And then he looks around. He's like, yeah, I think. I'm pretty excited. You're very persuasive. I really would like to take back the city from the elves.
I'm looking around at everyone else too because I'm like, well, we're in the middle of a mission on our way to Moran at the moment, which is why we stopped. We just needed a place to dock the boat that would be safe for the night so we could rest up.
We've also accepted like 3 other missions that we're not fulfilling.
Yeah.
So maybe we should wait until we get to Mithril and get a little bit stronger and also recruit some more friends.
She looks around. She's like, you're going to... That place doesn't exist.
I guess we'll find out.
Well, how do you know about it then?
It's just stories,
But
then how do those stories become stories?
Real is in the title. I mean, it's obviously real.
We all heard those stories. Our great-grandparents lived with elves.
You know what? There is something that we can do in the meantime. And I pull out my backpack and I say, seems like this town's been through a lot. You guys have been through a lot. I want to help. And I pull out 50 gold coins. And I say, if I give you these 50 gold coins to rebuild, will you give me naming rights to this tavern?
Gunther, and Gunther's like, no, man, you can't just buy my tavern name. It's called Gunther's Tavern. It's my name.
He's
How
obviously
about
doing it.
You should
60 gold pieces. I pull out 10 more.
Wait, see if you can convince him to change his name to Sea Land.
This is bananas.
Cookie,
One of the women's
what name
like,
do you want?
one of the other women's like, 60 gold would be pretty helpful. And Gunther's like, no.
100 gold.
No, this is too much.
I'm like, I'm sorry, you wouldn't pay for a boat, but like.
One of the other men is like, I think Gunther, you should probably think about doing it. And Gunther's like, no. Everyone else wants to do it? And there's just silence around the table.
Not me.
And he's like, no, my name's worth more than 100 gold. No.
101. And I'll throw in a new billboard on the front that I'll make tonight.
Roll a persuasion roll with disadvantage because you're still exhausted.
I'm gonna use my inspiration here.
You can re-roll one of your disadvantage rolls.
Okay.
There's
Well,
some.
I don't have to because I got a 19 as my disadvantage roll.
Oh,
You got a 19 as your disadvantage roll.
Yeah.
Unreal.
Kira's like, Gunther, we could use that money to help us, recruit and, start actually forming a coalition. Instead of just like me running in there by myself with a few people, and we could actually make a movement. And Gunther like looks at her and he sighs and he's like, oh, fine, hand it over.
Yes. All right. Here's 101 gold, and I hold a giant bag of gold. I'll make you the billboard tonight.
He snatches it from your hand and mumbles to himself as he goes over to the bar and pours himself a butterbeer,
Aww.
which he chugs and then weeps.
well. Okay. Well, this has been great, but I think we probably need to head out.
Yeah, really quick before we go, I have kind of a random question for you. Do you know anything about a character by the name of Silas?
They all look at each other and they shake their head.
Cool.
Never heard of Silas, no.
Did you guys watch the podcast?
Oh, I have another question. Do you guys have like a place that sells armor around here? Pick up.
Armor?
Pickled peppers?
Yeah. See,
we
friend here, and he gestures at Theeva, has been running around functionally naked. And really use to be wearing some more protection.
Kira's like, I'm sorry, we don't have anything extra to give you guys. Like I said, we're trying to form a coalition to take over a city.
Okay, that checks out. Any chance you have any extra rope that we could have?
What kind of rope?
Good sturdy rope, for tying things up.
You guys do have a decent amount of rope on the ship.
What we do?
Yeah, you kind of need it for the ship stuff. But
Right. Last I checked, it's like I lost my rope to the lava adventure.
Yeah, there was a bunch of rope on the ship already when we got on it.
She's like, we have a little store. There's not much in there because people aren't coming and going. It's more for just us. But we might have some rope. I don't know. Check it out.
That'd be awesome. I could use a coil of rope, and then we'll be on our way. Oh, I guess Cookie's got to make this sign.
Have you started on that yet, Cookie?
Nick seems to be like in the bathroom. He
Oh,
muted
is he
himself.
muted?
Yeah.
Why doesn't he just unmute himself?
Do you guys have a post office?
What?
Do you have some sort of service to carry messages to Denathan?
Yeah, it's called Going to Denathan.
Well, thought I might check.
I would like to mail a letter with that postal with going to Denton.
That was very funny.
Go ahead. We won't stop you.
Okay. Where's the postal service place?
You are it?
Wait, I thought you said.
Deliver your letter.
Well, if there's a postal service, then we are not the postal service. I never signed up for this job.
Steve reminds me of Drax from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh my god. Yeah. I'm gonna say thank you to everyone and get ready to step outside.
Also, I got right to work.
What's your process, Cookie? How are you doing this?
Well, there were a ton of worn down, like, abandoned houses, right?
There's a few.
So I go to the most worn down one, and I just, like, tear off some wood.
Okay. It's mostly stone.
Oh, there's stone.
Yeah, but if you look around, do a perception roll.
All right.
With disadvantage.
With disadvantage.
Oh, I got a 14.
Jeez, what is up with your rolls today?
He's never going to learn from his mistakes.
I know. With a 14, you find while you're rummaging through this rubble, it takes you like half an hour maybe. You find like a rotting piece of like furniture, like looks like it might have been a wardrobe at some time that you think you could use, but it looks pretty gross.
Nice. All right. I'm going to use that.
Okay.
And I'm going to carve into it Egg Leg Tavern, and the P and the L are both going to be peg legs that cross. And let's see. There's gonna be what's it called?
What I mean, what do
an eye patch over the A in tavern.
I think you should carve a shark into the peg legs.
Yeah, and there's gonna be a shark too
2
at the
sharks?
bottom that looks like it's eating the tea.
All right.
And I'm gonna use my paint from my disguise kit to paint it up as well.
Ted's helping you. Do a.
Can I just do a disguise kit roll?
Yeah, I'm leaning towards intelligence. You're not gonna have proficiency on this one,
Alright.
but I'll give you an intelligence roll on it, and you get regular because Ted's helping you. So no advantage, no disadvantage.
I think I want to work on it for a little while longer.
What'd you get?
I got a 7.
Okay.
I think maybe I'll work on it overnight and try and fix it up because I don't like the way it looks.
Cookie's going nocturnal yet
And
again.
then I'll have it sent. I'll have it
Well,
sent here.
here's the question: you guys are going
Right.
to be able to leave. It's only been. It's like not even 10
For
o'clock.
the rest of the day, we're gonna lose the whole day. So
You're just gonna sit around.
Well, while
For
this was
Cookie?
happening, I definitely have something I wanted to do,
I
but
think there's only one thing.
not for the entire day.
Hey Theeva, would
Hey,
you be willing to have an animal deliver this billboard
What?
tomorrow?
Depends on how far we go.
I can't imagine we'll get that far.
More than 50 miles?
I don't know. Tim, you're the one who knows about boats. How far do we usually get in a day?
He went to the bathroom.
Jeez, he must have thought that Cookie's conversation was not useful enough.
That's really funny. Yeah, it seems
Cookie, your
like-
conversation was not good enough.
Here's the thing. I think we all need to make one of these signs, and the best sign wins.
That sounds good.
All right. Well, while you guys are doing that, I'm gonna try to see if I can find some dragonflies.
Me too.
Yo, great call.
That was what I wanted to do while Cookie was making the sign. So if everyone's gonna make some signs, that's what I'm gonna do.
I also want to make a sign.
Okay, so like Cookie explains his vision to you guys, and Cookie and Ted work on one sign.
I show the sign and I say, this but better. That's what I want.
I think you're working on it all at the same time because it probably took you
Okay.
like 2 hours or so to make the sign.
That makes sense.
I'm doing something else during this time.
Okay,
Well, what about the guys in the tavern? Do you think they'll help?
you can try and convince one of the guys.
All right, I'll be like,
Maybe
I'll
not
go,
Gunther.
I'll
I
go
don't
to
think
Gunther
Gunther
and I'll
would
be
help.
like, hey Gunther, Cookie wants us all to try and make signs. You want to collab on this?
He starts breaking down into tears again.
And then I come in close and I'm like, we can put one sign on one side and we can put Gunther's Tavern on the other side.
That is really convincing. That was well done.
What are you trying to get him to do then? Help you with the Gunther's Tavern sign, or help you with the one of Cookie's?
So it's like, I'm imagining it's like a flappy.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I thought other side of the building, other side of the sign.
Yeah.
Okay, roll a persuasion.
17.
He's like, oh, that's an interesting idea. Okay, I'll help, but I'm only gonna help with the Gunther's Tavern side.
Oh, but he's okay. Well, here's the thing: we're all making signs, and the best one wins. So if ours isn't the best one, then you won't have anything.
Good point. Okay, let's do it.
What do we roll?
Roll intelligence. You have help with advantage.
Sweet. All right, great. Because I have 0 on intelligence. I got. Yeah, I'm not very intelligent. It's a good thing I had advantage because the first one was a nat 1, but the second one was a 15.
Nice.
Okay, so you compare signs, and yours is clearly better. Righteous Dan? Like Cookie's sign, like it looks like it says like Poglog.
Cookie, I thought it was supposed to be Peg Leg Tavern, not Poglog.
Yeah, it looks
No.
like Poglog Tavern, but like the T and the A are very big, and then the rest of it, like you realize you're running out of room, so it's like tavern.
You know what? I'm pretty embarrassed by this. Honestly. But I acknowledge that the other sign's very clearly better.
Yeah, their sign like it is nothing flashy, but it like clearly says Peg Leg Tavern. It has the eye patch and the peg legs.
Let's remember how to make this sign because I'm gonna want us to make it again.
You're starting the franchise?
Yeah.
It's only a matter of time. Okay. Meanwhile, Steve and Theeva are looking for dragonflies.
Yeah, I wanted to see if I don't know exactly what kind of roll it would be, if it'd be what, but I want to see if I in my brain somewhere know where I'd be most likely to find dragonflies.
You'd roll a nature check to see if you would know where dragonflies might be.
Cool. Let's hope
Guys,
do.
aren't we so glad that we play D&D so that we can make signs and chase after bugs?
Yep. Good God. Oh, come on.
Theeva got a nat 1.
Oh no.
Steve, do you know where dragonflies might be?
I'm gonna
The water.
With a 1, you are confident that you know exactly where dragonflies are.
Oh no.
And this is what you say to Steve.
I am confident that I know where dragonflies are. Where do I think they are?
Steve, do you do anything? Or do
well,
you just
I wanna wait until what Theeva says.
Alright.
Where do I think they are?
Theeva, you start leading them inland through the woods.
Yeah, I go into the woods.
And you're like, if we just walk this way I don't know, a mile or so, I'm sure we'll find some.
Okay. We never saw them again.
Do you have anything to say to that? Oh, you know what?
Okay.
Hold up. I realized that while I'm really positive I know where the dragonflies are, I would like to know maybe a little bit more specifically in which direction, like which mile I should be heading. So I'm going to use, that's not there, it's over here. Locate plants and animals.
You have locate plants and animals and you didn't use it?
So I'm gonna say dragonflies. I'm gonna concentrate on the voice of nature, and it's gonna tell me the direction and distance. So click the dragonflies if there are any present.
If are there any present? Okay.
Within 5 miles.
Highs or lows?
Highs.
You are told by the voices of nature that the closest dragonflies are upriver about 3 miles.
Okay.
What? Is that how dragonflies work?
What?
They're 3 miles away?
This is how her spell works.
Oh. I thought dragonflies were just everywhere near water, flying around.
I guess not the ocean.
By the river. Okay. So I'm gonna look at Steve then, and I'll be like, okay, Steve. Turns out that our dragonflies aren't gonna be until we're upriver a little ways, so we should wait till we head out anyway.
I mean, it's like an hour walk. The other two spent 2 hours on their signs.
Oh, excellent. So I start walking upriver.
All right, Steve, you're in.
Wait, where are you going? Where are you going? I thought the dragonflies were like 2 miles away.
They're a mile up this way.
So they're a mile away.
Yep.
They're 3 miles away.
They're 3 miles away. They're 1 hour's walk. They're 3 miles away. Yeah, so I do that, and I'm gonna walk.
Steve, are you going?
They're 3 miles away.
Yep, it's gonna take us about an hour to walk there. I'm walking though, so I'm starting to get some distance on you, leaving you behind.
Well, like 2 seconds ago, you said that.
We're retconning that because she forgot she had a spell she could use.
Yeah, I used the spell.
Well, 2 seconds ago, you said, what spell did you
I can't hear him anymore. I've walked too far away.
That part didn't
Wait.
happen, Isaiah, because we retconned it.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you want to come along?
Sure.
Excellent. So we're just we're heading up, walking our way.
Okay, you guys walk up river?
Yeah.
You guys get upriver after an hour of walking. I think Steve probably complains a few times. And you get to, there's a lot of trees around. It's pretty swampy. And you get to a spot, though. The river gets a little bit wider. And you see, do a perception check, both of you.
I got a critical fail,
Okay.
but it's not confirmed.
Steve, you think you see a dragonfly and you dart after it, and it's just a big beetle. But Theeva, you see a few hovering not too far away from you.
I'm gonna tell Theeva that I got a critical fail.
You catch this bug, Steve, and you're super excited about it, and you open up your hands, and it's just this big beetle.
Hey Theeva, I caught a dragonfly!
I'm like, oh yeah, that's awesome.
What do you do, Theeva?
I am poising. First, I'll be like, keep going, catch as many as you can.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm gonna.
This is a very big dragonfly. Actually, no, it's a small dragonfly. It looks really weird.
Very fat.
I like look back at him like, what are you talking about? I try to catch a dragonfly, and I'm gonna put him in my little pouch.
How do you catch the dragonfly?
With the pouch. I'm gonna hook him with the pouch.
Okay. Roll a dexterity throw.
Oh dear. I got a 2.
Yep. That a bunch of dragonflies you try and catch, and you trip as you're trying to catch them, and the dragonflies disperse.
Hey Steve, you want to take one of these pouches and try to catch some over here as well?
Okay, I'm gonna grab a pouch and put my dragonfly inside of it.
Okay, you put the big fat beetle in there.
And I'm gonna be like, wait, can I see your dragonfly?
Roll a perception check, Theeva, to see if you noticed.
So I can put a beetle in there.
Yeah.
It's a 12.
Yeah, you noticed it looked pretty strange that it wasn't a dragonfly.
I'm like, Steve, can I see your dragonfly? That looks really weird. You're right.
Yeah.
Okay, he shows you the beetle.
I'm like, Steve, that's a beetle.
What's a beetle?
It's just a different bug. Different bug. We don't need that bug.
No, it's a dragonfly.
Oh dear.
I did a perception check on it.
I'm just gonna. I know I can't persuade you by roll, but I'm just gonna say.
And I got a perfect 20, and I confirmed it.
You see how this is very fat, very fat? Dragonflies aren't fat. Dragonflies are skinny. They've got like translucent wings. This is a beetle, 110%. Not a dragonfly.
Well, why would we want it to be 110%? 110% would mean it's not a beetle.
What?
Actually, yeah, you're right. It's not a beetle.
Okay. How about this? Why don't we try to catch some additional dragonflies like the ones that are over here? I walk back over towards the dragonflies. And I'm just going to try again.
You're just going to try again? Same method?
Yeah, I don't know what else to do. I don't have a net or anything.
In the meantime, I'm going to be tracing the final billboard on a scroll just to make sure we can replicate it in the future.
Oh, we can make a stencil.
Yeah, exactly.
Making a stencil?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to start with the drawing and then we'll make the stencil. I assume I won't have time to make a whole stencil right now.
Probably not. Righteous Dan, you wanted to go to the shop too, right? Righteous Dan?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So we'll bounce back to you after whatever Theeva's trying to do.
I just rolled to try to catch more dragonflies, and it didn't go super well.
What did you get?
An 8.
Yeah, you missed them again. Actually, you do get one, but you land on it and it squishes.
Oh.
Theeva, you squished the beetle.
I just shake my head because I can't with the fact that he is just swapping beetles and dragonflies. I try a different method now, and I hold open my pouch, and I'm gonna try to use my talks with animal or speaks with animals spell.
Okay.
So I'm gonna try to have them just go into the pouch. I'm gonna talk to them and say, "Hey, dragonflies, why don't you just fly on into this pouch?"
Yeah, why would I do that?
Wait, what?
because you're gonna help do something really big.
I have claustrophobia.
Yeah. You're a very smart dragonfly.
I am scared of enclosed spaces.
You know what's great? Being out on the open sea. Very
I'm
wide open
scared of
spaces.
ocean.
This is impossible.
Hey, Theeva.
Not now, Steve.
Why are you talking to that beetle?
Yeah, to you, Theeva sounds like.
Theeva, why are you talking in beetle language to that beetle?
I'm gonna tell it. Well, would be great is to be able to travel the whole river. I know you love rivers, so you can come in the pouch. I can take you up the entire river.
Well, what's over there? That's not here.
More river.
Why would I go somewhere else if I could get it here?
This is like far too smart of a dragonfly. What is happening?
Well, I did graduate from university.
Oh.
Oh, what?
I have a bachelor's degree in comparative literature. I minored in theater.
Theater?
None of the other dragonflies are falling for this at all. They're not being convinced in any way.
I mean, to be fair, you haven't actually given a compelling argument to.
I don't think they would be that.
Dragonfly.
I don't think they would be that convinced if you squished an actual dragonfly.
Yeah, you did just murder one of their friends.
Fair. All right, fine. Never mind then. Oh.
Okay.
Well, I guess we'll try again later.
I'm wondering how Tim knows how to speak dragonfly.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it one last ditch effort to all of the dragonflies. Maybe not so much focusing on the graduate dragonfly who apparently has multiple degrees.
Oren, Kira brings you to the shop and introduces you to the shopkeeper.
I'm with them, by the way.
Cookie. I thought you were making a stencil.
Well, no, I just outlined it real quick.
Real quick, so that's real crude. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. You both go to the shop and she introduces you to the shopkeeper and he's like, "Oh, well, welcome. We don't got much. Well, we got we got some hunting gear." He shows you like a few hunting knives and a bow. And I think there's like some camouflage. And he's like,
butterfly net?
yeah, there's a dragonfly trap. No.
Okay.
There is like some fishing stuff. There's a fishing net and some like bait and like some fishing rods.
Dope.
And there's some rope and there's some like pretty minimal like first aid stuff like sutures and bandages.
Man, if only I had any money. How much is the rope? How much are some fishing supplies, and how much are the medicine stuff? Medical supplies?
Yeah. He explains to you that the rope is 1 gold piece. The fishing rod is like 5. Pretty nice fishing rod. And the medical supplies are also 1 gold piece. They're pretty minimal though. You'd think you might be able to cobble together like for like 3 gold pieces enough of their medical supplies to stabilize like one person if they were in they had some pretty severe wounds.
Who would be in that kind of condition?
You.
Cookie, can I borrow some money?
Cookie spent
no.
all his money.
Why don't you just trade stuff?
I thought Cookie spent like all of his money.
Righteous Dan reaches into his backpack and he pulls out a small wind-up mechanical bird that he stole from the professor. Would you be interested in a trade?
Why would I want this toy?
Curio of great mechanical value.
Hey, Righteous Dan, how much did you spend for that wind-up mechanical bird toy?
20 gold pieces.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember that.
Where did you get it from?
I got it from one of the great artificers in the East. It was like one of his journeyman's masterpieces to like be allowed to leave his apprenticeship and go traveling.
I hear he's rising to stardom.
Yeah.
In the artifice business.
Roll persuasion with advantage.
I got a 13.
Yeah, I think you guys got ripped off. That's a toy.
And crafted.
We don't have much
well, I tried.
artisan goods here.
I'm gonna say, well, that thing is made of gold. And
How are you saying anything?
You are 3 miles away.
Okay, I just wanted to see if you knew. I wanted to see if you were
I go, wait, I heard something.
That's made of pure gold. Nick, that was some fast movement. Thank you. Well, we tried.
I'm gonna hang back and talk to Kira. Actually, I explained to her my vision for the future of Peg Leg Tavern Industries.
Now is
And
it
I explained to her
industries?
that we can continue to use it as a front for invading Denathan and taking it back, as long as she continues to help me spread it.
What's the play? How are we gonna use it as a front?
I don't know yet. We'll figure it out. I've got some criminal connections, some backdoor connections.
Wait. If I want to hear this and come out and be like, we should carve a. Oh, never mind.
Wait, what were you gonna say? What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, but Righteous Dan wasn't there for this. But you should carve a small bear into the sign.
Oh,
which is the sign of the resistance, as far as I'm aware. But Righteous Dan is not aware of this at all, so he doesn't make this suggestion.
well, wait, is this the same resistance?
This
Are
is
you a part of resistance, Kira?
You would know. You would understand that this is a different.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is different than the
Exactly.
resistance.
The symbol is going to be the shark. That's the symbol of the.
So you're starting a competing resistance.
Yeah.
Okay, she's like, yeah, I guess I don't know how this will work. You let me know somehow.
Yeah, sounds good.
Sounds pretty ill-formed at the moment.
Yeah, I'll have to stay up late a few nights thinking about it, I think.
I feel like Nick's whole thing is like, how can I handicap my character?
But I also have these very large dreams.
This game's too easy. Make it a real challenge. Theeva, what are you doing? And Steve.
I'm gonna give one last. It was 10 minutes. Do I still have that? Can I still speak with these?
Yeah, you probably can.
Okay, I'm just gonna be
I'm
like.
gonna say, hey, beetles, how are you doing today?
Which they don't understand.
Well, beetles understand human language.
What? I'm gonna say to the dragonflies, just be like, dragonflies, this is your big moment. This is it. Everything you've ever wanted.
That's your case.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What is it that we want?
I mean,
hey, Theeva, can you teach me beetle language?
We want a nice home by the water with plenty of other bugs to eat, and that's it. This is what we have here.
But so many more bugs available.
Yeah,
if you come.
What if you said that there's a whole jar of bugs waiting for them?
That's right. That's what I'm about to say. That so many more bugs that my companion here has been gathering for you. Served right.
Yeah,
up
I have a dragonfly.
This is what I'll say to you, Theeva. Your argument has not convinced a single dragonfly.
I'm gonna say, hey guys, look at my dragonfly, and I'm gonna show off my beetle.
Yeah, the dragonflies don't pay you attention because it sounds like you're speaking gibberish to them. But you've sat down cross-legged and you having this conversation with like a dozen dragonflies, and they're all right in front of you.
Excellent. They're not at all convinced.
They're not gonna go with you, but they are just like flying right in front of your face.
All right. Well, then I'm gonna try to snap some up, I guess.
Okay. You're gonna do the
Oh,
same
why
thing
do you
did
need
before?
the beetles? I thought our ship was powered by dragonflies.
Yeah, I mean, I guess
I love that Steve went on this mission with Theeva and has only
made it harder.
made it harder.
Yeah. I mean, the problem is that there's really not much else I can use other than these like pouches to catch the dragonflies. Instead of going over them, I'm gonna try to scoop them.
You can try and scoop them?
Scoop them.
Okay. Is
I'm
it just
now
like a
seated.
really quick movement, or are you like gonna like slowly into the last second?
I think it's kind of one of those things where, like, as I'm talking to them, I'm like holding the bag out, trying to tell them like they should do it, and then I'm just gonna like. Whoop.
Okay.
So I moved the bag out towards them.
I'm gonna say, hey beetles, Theeva's trying to catch you.
Yep. Since you are speaking not in dragonfly, they don't know what you're saying.
I thought one of them had a linguistics degree.
Yeah.
Comparative languages, not linguistics.
I thought
Oh.
it was
Comparative literature, yeah.
That drops the language
Oh,
part.
that's too bad.
Yeah. And it's only in dragonfly literature. Do a sleight of hand check. And I'll give you advantage on it because you've accumulated all these dragonflies.
Thanks. 12.
Okay. With a 12, you snatch up like
100.
4 of the like dozen dragonflies.
Fair.
And the rest of them are like, saboteur! And they fly away.
Excellent. Okay.
They'll-
I'm gonna
One
I'm
of
gonna.
them's like, no, Mom and Dad!
Oh dear. I'll start walking back downriver with my pouch of dragonflies.
Mom!
No, what? You're the worst.
Mom!
The worst kind of human.
Dana, I think they're dragonflies.
Fair,
I mean
Yeah.
beetles. I think they're beetles.
fair.
Okay.
I've also used one of my instruments. I assume I have many instruments, but one of my pointed instruments, like a little scalpely thing, to put small holes in the top of the pouch. It's tied up tight so they can't get out, but I want them to be able
Okay.
to breathe and survive.
Sounds good. So you
Is
guys
this,
crack.
is this the same pouch that I put my beetle in?
Different pouch. You have your beetles in your own pouch.
Okay, so you guys
You
crack
mean my
back.
dragonflies?
Righteous Dan and Cookie, you bought nothing?
I have no money, so yeah, I didn't buy it.
You see Theeva and Steve
Why
arrive.
didn't you come up with the thing like, Ted, you lost your memory. You now have, and you have like a gazillion gold coins.
I didn't know that was an option.
You guys are all back. It's like early afternoon. I think Kira like brings you some food from the tavern. She's like, here, a peace offering. For the first time in months, you guys eat food.
Excellent.
It's like
Wow.
a fish stew.
Solid.
Nice.
What kind of fish?
I'd say like a bass, like a smallmouth bass, I think they cooked up. You're like, oh, we just had sea bass. But you realize that freshwater bass tastes a lot different than seawater bass.
Whoa.
Oh, nice.
I don't know if that's actually true. Hopefully one of our
Yeah,
1
I'd
million
say it's a little less salty. Tastes a little fresher too.
that tracks.
All right.
Early afternoon, what do you guys do?
We should roll on.
Yeah, we head back to our boat. Get ready to venture out.
I'm gonna show off my dragonfly.
Okay, you show everyone that you caught a big beetle.
No, I caught a dragonfly.
And like,
I'm just
Wow.
shaking my head.
Hey Theeva, why
Yeah.
did you capture those beetles?
I don't know how to tell you this, dude, but that's not a dragonfly.
Oh, I knew that.
Oh my goodness.
okay, so Kira like walks you to your ship and she commands a few people to unhook your ship from its anchored spots, and she and a few others row you out to the ship, and she says bye, and she says, hey, like, if you're ever back around here, give us a visit, and maybe if you don't see us here, we'll have already taken over Denathan, right?
Oh, cool.
I nod my head to her and I roll up my pant sleeve so that she can see my peg leg, and I show her my shark tattoo.
Oh, I get it. You're trying not only to take over the name of our tavern, but also the symbol of our uprising.
Yes,
A
Okay.
shark he just put off.
we're going to create a new uprising together.
We'll see.
Hey guys, guess what happened to
He
Cookie?
laughed a little bit.
Good
Guess what
luck,
happened to
Kira.
Cookie?
Yeah, good luck,
Guess what
Kira.
happened to Cookie? Guess what happened to Cookie?
What happened to Cookie?
He got his leg bitten off. I suppose Righteous Stan doesn't even know that Cookie has a peg leg.
Okay, so you guys get back to the ship. Loch and Rain and Spicy are there. They first ask you like if you guys are okay and if it turned out all right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say
Took care of it.
I annoyed Theeva by making her think that I thought that beetles were dragonflies.
We did do that.
The second thing, Rainbow's like, did you guys score any food for us? Because we are starving. We're out of food.
We're out of food?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, well, we're pretty full. Actually.
Why didn't we bring a cow along?
Guys, I forgot we were supposed to get food.
That was a huge bummer. I guess we got to go hunting.
No, we have 4 dragonflies.
No, we can't eat the dragonflies.
That's the ship's food.
Well, Cookie, why are you agreeing with?
Cookie, can I borrow some money?
No, this is for building my business.
Does anyone else have money that I can borrow?
Oh, I have like 205.
You
Oh,
do?
wait, Steve, can we have some money to get some food?
Well, it's depending on if Cookie says so.
What do you mean if Cookie says so?
Hey, Cookie, do you want me to give them some money to buy some food?
Where's
I don't
there?
know, Steve. Do you want to help build a business tycoon with me?
No.
Okay, then yeah, you can do whatever you want with that money.
Wouldn't you be the business tycoon?
Yeah. Yeah, that was the wrong word choice. I'm still getting used to the idea.
Tomorrow, 10 gold.
Dan and Cookie, was there food in the shop? Like, where are we buying food from?
Well, there's food in the tavern. That's where you got fed from.
I have this gold fork.
Oh,
you have a bunch of gold and silverware.
Oh, I have a gold fork and knife. No spoon.
Is it called silverware if it's gold?
Yeah.
That's funny. I think it is.
I imagine so.
Let me.
Plastic silverware. It's called plasticware.
Goldware. I don't think it's called goldware.
I'm thinking that's called both.
I can try to sell this
Because
gold.
plasticware is sometimes called plastic silverware.
I'll walk back into the. Oh, I can't because we're now on the boat, aren't we?
Yeah, you're now on the
We've
boat.
made this so much harder than is necessary.
I'll run. I'm gonna try and run along the chain. How long is that chain? How thick is the chain?
It's a chain. It's like a pretty solid chain, but like, no more than like 3 inches or 2 inches.
It's like a tightrope.
Yeah.
I think I can do it.
You're gonna run along the chain.
That's good, and then I'll swim when I fall. I'm gonna
do an acrobatics roll.
I mean, first I need to ask Theeva for the stuff.
I can't believe that Cookie and Steve aren't giving up any of their like hundreds of gold pieces to
Well, I
feed
did. I gave
our-
up 101, and now I don't have hundreds anymore.
I'm gonna decide to give up. Let's see, since I only have 5, I'm gonna give 1.
I also paid off Rain earlier. Rain and what's his name?
Chili. Well, I'm pretty sure his name's June.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you the goldware, and just be like, see what you can get with this.
All right, I want to secure it in the backpack, and I'm gonna be like, just so you know, this is probably gonna get wet.
That's okay. I think it'll survive.
Okay, and I begin to run along the chain.
Acrobatics.
18.
Nice.
Yeah, you start off at like a pretty good pace, and you like kind of lose your balance pretty quickly, and you're like, okay, and then you like figure out how fast you can go, and you make it in like 5 minutes.
Nice. I go back to the store and I'm like, okay, how about I sell you this? And I pull out the gold silverware, goldware. How much can I get for this?
He takes it, he looks at it, he like bites it, like a prospector.
Mm-hmm.
And it bends, and he's like, oh shoot, I know we're gonna melt it down anyway.
So how much can I get for this stuff?
This looks like it'd be worth like 20 gold pieces, honestly.
The whole thing is just worth 20?
Yeah, melt it down and make it into gold. Like, yeah, it's only two forks and 2 knives.
Insight. Yeah. Here we go. Insight is 18.
You think he's telling the truth?
You're not trying to scam me, right?
No, I'm not like that guy who sold you that toy.
All right. I'll swap this stuff for 20 gold pieces. Actually, you know what? How about this? How about 15 gold pieces? You give me the fishing stuff, the medical stuff, and the rope.
Do a persuasion roll, because that's more than what he said it is worth.
I got a nat 20.
Okay. He's like, you're a bartering boy, huh? You know what? Deal.
Done. Thank you.
He gives you the stuff.
Cool. So, and then I need to swing by that one and pick up some food.
Yeah, I was hoping you'd go there first because I had a joke prepared. When you'd give him the silver, he'd be like, then how are you going to eat it? Ha 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 ha.
That would have been great.
You ruined it.
Whoopsies.
Okay, you walk in, they're like, they all look at you and they're like, what? We just said bye.
I know, but I forgot we need to buy food. Isn't that crazy? You guys fed us, and then I wasn't hungry, so we forgot to get food. Do you guys have like rations or can we get some hot food for the other people on the ship? We got 3 other people.
They're like, they have some fish in the back that's like stored in salt. And they're like, we'd rather not give you our rations, but if you make it worth our while, like, sure.
How much can I get for 4 gold pieces?
He's like, I'd say one of these fish.
How much does one fish feed?
He shows you a grouper.
Is that a big one?
That was the fish that fed half of you last time for the day.
Wow, fish are expensive. Okay, well, I guess I'll take 2 groupers. Oh, they're salted, right?
Yeah, they're salted.
And how much is the stew?
How much do you want?
3 helpings.
That's just 1 gold.
Okay, great. I'll take 1 grouper and 3 helpings of stew.
You want 1 grouper or 2?
I'll get 1. And
Okay.
I'll get 2 groupers because I guess that's the whole party.
That would feed the whole party.
Yeah, hopefully we can catch some fish. At this point, we have 2 fishing setups now.
Yeah. He comes back. He throws in a 3rd grouper. He's like, for our troubles earlier, I know we already gave you some food, but didn't realize you were out of food too, so
Yeah,
I'll see you out a little bit.
thank you.
Thanks for the cash. Again.
Yeah, no problem. Just my rich friend.
I'm not a rich friend. Hey,
No, not you. The
rich one that won't pay for our food.
The weird.
yeah.
I
thought that's-
gave you 2 gold pieces.
You gave who
They
2
only-
gold pieces?
I only have 3 left now.
All right. So then I asked them to row me back out. I'm like, okay, could someone row me out? I know. Super awkward. It's like when you say bye and then you both walk in the same direction. But
Oh yeah. I also definitely said they undid the chain, but let's just pretend that loophole. The loophole is just going to be there.
yeah. Okay.
They row you back out, and
And this time they undo the chain.
this time they undo the chain. They're like, oh, I can't believe we forgot to undo this chain.
They actually put me on advantage. Cool. Thanks so much. And then I come back on board and I'm like, okay, I have food this time, guys.
And is there anything left over from my gold?
Yes, there is. And I give you 15 minus 5. Gives you 10.
Lovely.
I think you spent 9 gold pieces because you bought 2 groupers.
Each group was 4, right?
Yeah, and 1 gold for the hot food.
So I
Yeah,
have 6.
that's 9, and I only had 15. So
Right.
instead of you 6 gold.
I think Isaiah said he gave you 2 gold. I don't think that got across.
Perfect. I missed that.
I literally said it twice.
He did.
I was running across a chain in my defense.
You give that back.
You weren't running across a chain when I said that.
I was mentally preparing to run across the chain.
Do you give that back to Steve or do you keep it?
I give it to Theeva.
So you give the 2 gold that Steve gave you to Theeva.
Well, presumably it's just a pack of gold, right? It's like
Yeah.
indistinguishable.
He
Yeah.
also did use a good chunk of my gold to buy some other things.
Okay, so then Theeva gets 11 or 7 gold.
Yes.
Sorry,
Not
8
correct,
gold.
Patty.
We can all do math here.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's eat.
Perfect.
So you guys feed the other 3 friends.
Why are they even here? They're just taking up space. Why did we pay them?
Loch wants to know all about what happened.
Cookie, you're the one who decided to pay them.
Yeah, so let's end here with you guys, them eating, and you telling Loch all about your adventures.
Yo.